You see, when I talk about Africans coming together and being one person or a people to reckon with, I knew what I was saying. If you watched my videos from when I started talking about this whole issue, I kept asking South Africans, what is it that Nigerians did to you? Is it that Nigerians are your problem? Don't you know that those people in your country are your biggest problem, not Nigerians? Nigerians are only there on a visit. They can't live there forever. If at all they came there, they can't live there forever. Stop pursuing the wrong people. And then this lady had done a video, and a white South African was interviewing a Zimbabwean. And, this South African white South African asked the Zimbabwean to go back to his country. And the man asked her, what are you doing? And she said, her forefathers were here, and this land belongs to them. Hey, come and see reaction on the comment section now from South Africans and some other few African countries. People, the question they were asking. Somebody said, Omalema has this charisma of talking about things and sound 100% accurate. I might be missing something here, or I'm just xenophobic or Afrophobic. Maybe that's what he wanted to type. This person said, trust Black Africans to swing this interview to push their narrative. You guys are playing a dangerous game. This one say, Black South Africans, think before you react against your fellow African brother. This one say, you're missing the point. Stop defending the dictators. Rutendo must, I don't want to use the F word because that's what I say, and go back to Zimbabwe. He is talking whatever, defending ZANU. So this person said, why are Africans putting up this with their colonizers? Why are Africans putting on with their colonizers? This one say, first of all, there is no such thing as white Africa. No white person actually believe that they are true African. It's foolish. Land ownership does not determine your ancestry. This one said, this is funny. Another person said, how can you allow this white lady lost in Africa by her white ancestors to talk to you in this way? At least you sent back the same question to her. There is no white African. She is not from Africa. No sense. Let us say you don't talk real fast to try to confuse him, but she didn't is happy. What is he trying to say? Beautiful because they think they own everything everywhere. You put yourself in a status of thinking you own everything more than God. That's a problem. They really believe that they are good God above them. Hey, this is getting serious. South Africans, wake up. Because the nerve this woman has is serious. This one say, conscious Black African unity over neo-colonial and political dive. Blacks, people need to stop only blaming the colonizers and start taking personal accountability for their actions and role on perpetuating the divide and division of Africans. Black people. True independence and sovereign means not accepting and living by foreign standard and for foreign interest. I am African by blackness and ancestry. No non-black foreigner by colonial body could ever be a true African or claim to be more African than a blood is thicker than birth certificate or passport. This was why is it that a white man, Cecil John Rhodes, took Excelsa and Sota, Zimbabwe, and no single South African wants to talk about it? Why is the Zulu warriors like Mzilikazi took South Africans into Botswana, Zimbabwe, and no South African wants to talk about it? Let's start from there. Reverse this nonsense. This one say, I honestly gave up on South Africa. Those people worship white. Nothing is going to change. Let them be with those people on the reborn UN and AU. Stop being racist. Use UGL lies on. Stop saying white there are none. Stop lying to ourselves. The woman above is not white. She is African Asen, whatever he was trying to write in their language. This one say this is ridiculous and pathetic. At the same time, Africans, please wake up. This other person said this is so ridiculous. Okay, we read that. This one say I can't even read that because the word is not something I like to pronounce. It's not good for my own thinking. This one say you own this woman, no explanation. Why don't she go back to Europe? Exactly what the guy asked her. Why are you here? When I watched the video, I was even asking myself, a black woman asking a white man out of Africa, how? This one says she is creamy woman. We Africa are not black, not that. This one say hello, I want to start content. Okay, that was a different thing. This one say, well, if the guys says there are a lot of opportunities in Zimbabwe, why don't he go there? I'm Indian and there are no opportunities for me in India and I love South Africa. I'm third generation here. What kind of statement is this one? So she should be sending him out. This one say he must go back, folks, to his country. Stop running. Zimbabwe won't fix itself. Oh, wait. This was Celine, right? She said South Africa, she is a South African. She's our white woman. The guy must go with that. Why lost votes if foreigners come? What are you typing? So I say she needs to check her lineage before opening her mouth. Total nonsense. So I say my question is there any African country that has open borders? If no, why are all Africans preaching to South Africa? We are South African and we are rainbow nation. We happen to coexist with all races of the world. It's not about black and white. We are multiracial. So I say this white woman has audacity to ask a black brother such a question when herself, what is she doing here? This one say laugh out loud. I don't know why South Africans never leave the country. We visit every continent and multiple countries, but this always feels like home, even when all our struggles that we, whatever he wants to write. She is white South Africa. Don't understand why these foreigners busy with she's white South Africa. Okay, so the person is saying that he doesn't understand why foreigners are always supporting Malema. Foreigners are obviously supporting Malema because he wants to unite Africans. But you guys don't want it. That's the thing. It's not like you are against South Africans, against Zimbabwe and all that African countries. They are just against the fact that they want them to be one. And the top on the banner is Nigerians. They don't want Nigerians ever near them, which is fine. We don't even want you either. But if you can calm down, we will teach you how to live life. Yes, we Nigerians, we are not stressful. We'll teach you how to live life. This one says she is white African. People don't understand why this foreigner is busy with other country. Take Malema and the EFF with you guys. He must forget he will never be president of this country because he does not feel the pinch. We don't want division in South Africa. If you are doing well in your country, why are you busy with South Africa affairs? People, why can't develop themselves? Is your country, guys. You have, I don't want to read what will break my head. The cut and join. This one say, as a black South African, I'm also tired of foreign. South Africans are tired of all these white people. Most South Africans are tired, but what can they do? This one say white people been stealing others' land and countries since beginning of time, but now Asian countries are jumping on wagon. Black people don't be fooled. It's Africa all over again. It's South Africa all over again. While black people leave Africa, I'm stunned. This person say I'm stunned. Man, South Africa was hijacked. I hope Africans take back South Africa. Imagine whites and Asians telling people of color to go home. This is ridiculous. He said Africans must arise. This was a white This white lady thinks she is in America. This one say, where do you want them to go? Because this is their country. You are the one who's supposed to pack your rubbish and leave. Thank you. There are a lot of illegal whites and Asians in South Africa claiming to be white South Africans or colored South Africans that they don't want other Africans to be legal or not there. This one said, thank you. Okay, what I'm saying is there are a lot of, okay, we read that already. People like the hair are problems of Africa and a black and of black people, period. She see how she quickly lied to herself, has believed and created a persuasion for herself and the word along time ago that her case is an exception. Exactly. She kept saying that her case is an exception, that they should talk about the bone of contention. Her case is an exception. Madam, white woman, how is your case an exception? And to all things, and that she has a right to intervene in matters of Africa and black people, and the right to be among people and divide Africans among themselves or pit them against. Wanted to say pitch them. He said pit them against each other for her own interest in their midst, while occupying their space to maintain the upper hand. She wants over all Africans to pack black people while claiming or appearing to be part of the black group and helping the black group to uphold the law against other black groups. Say shame on us all, oh, Alkebulan native, to allowing this bullshit. Why will you allow a white woman do this? That's what South Africans are saying. Stop lying. No troops were sent in South Africa. Stop it. There were troops when students were on live talking about the class of 76. This one say he belongs to Zimbabwe and that's the fact. This one say this guy is intelligent. This one say is the F audacity. This one say thank you Julius, but sends into this educated black. Okay, oh, this one say if you are white, you have no right to ask an African why is he in Africa. This one say is it in my imagination since ANC sold its citizens by joining hands with DA, white people seem to be raising appetite, ugliness. Even media is whitewashing etc. Okay, oh, South Africans, are you seeing what you people are going through? White European African is an oxymoron. Hey, wow. So it's no resources in Europe. That is why they left Europe, because they had nothing. But that's the truth. See, let me tell you people. You see these white people. If the Africans can come together and harness the natural resources God has blessed them with, you see this Europe, people will not go to Europe again. Africans cannot travel to Europe again, because Africa, Nigeria, whatever, most African countries have natural resources in large deposits, but we don't harness it. Why? Because you feel that the white people have it all fixed up. No, the only thing they have working is their system. Like they have let's say a pattern of how things should work. That's just it. They have a template. This one says white people are European, we are African, so what? This one says how dare her, he is African, he can leave any part of Africa, not her country. Why don't she go to Europe? You took South Africa by force. Wow. This one said, world order for real. This madness needs to stop. This one says she even has the nerve to say that she should go back to wherever hole she crawled out. These people are lost. Europe doesn't even want them there. Can you imagine? Europe doesn't even want the white South Africans there. That is what this person is saying. This is strange. Person say, I am seeing Africa rising up and rebelling against supremacy because they don't care about people of the conquer, and they think you're weak because you got invaded. They don't want you to compete and rise up to power. You have to stop allowing them come. Wow. This one said, you are not South African. That is why you call a Lebanese South African white. Black people adore Leanne. She has done well in uplifting black people. Okay. Oh. So at the end of the day, South Africans, have you seen that? You don't even have a stand with these people. I hope you understand. It is well, because as it is, you cannot tell somebody a South African, or you tell somebody you are not. Okay, it is well. What else can I say? Because you guys are already looking as though other people don't have a say. South Africans, wake up, wake up, wake up. Because the way these people are going, you won't believe it. You will not